Hey, I'm Trish. If you're seeing this, you probably, I don't know, follow me on Instagram. I don't know that you can hear me. I've got my earbuds in. I just got done doing an episode of Sacred Sex with Trish, and we talked about the heart-genitals connection. And oh, wow, I see people already jumping on. Hey, y'all. How are y'all doing? Can you hear me okay? I probably won't be here very long, but I haven't done an Instagram live in a while. So hello. I don't know how to say that first one. Sounding good. Okay, thank you, Marquise Son. I appreciate that. Hey, Five Magics and GW. Sundown Cowboy. Oh, wow, that's a lot of people jumping on. So I am here to do a live, and if you have any questions you would like to ask me, or you would like me to address anything you'd like me to address, just let me know. I am very happy to answer some questions right now. I just did this on Sacred Sex with Trish, and again, I was talking about the heart and genitals connection. There is a separate connection energetically between the heart and the genitals. So I just did that. You can watch that on Oneness Talk Radio's YouTube channel, and in a few days you'll be able to watch it on my channel on YouTube as well. So if there are any questions, I will be happy to see what I can do. Or just let me know how you're doing. I hope you're all well. I hope that everybody is okay. I just haven't been here doing lives very much. My life has changed considerably in the past several months, definitely for the better. And I've just been working really, really hard to, build my little empire, my empire about sacred sex and foreskin and, being the penis guru. It's so funny. A couple of my clients, two different clients in, separate sessions because they don't know each other. They live on opposite sides of the country, actually, but they called me the penis guru during session, and I thought that was so funny. I never intended to be a penis guru, but it's what I'm here to do. I love men and I love penis, and I think men are beautiful and wonderful, and I don't think our society has done right by men, teaching men that they shouldn't express themselves or show emotion, that men have to go into certain jobs because they're manly, or that's what's expected of them. If I'm lucky enough to have a boy, he's absolutely going to be in ballet. If I have a girl, then that'll be, she can do what she wants too. By the way, male ballet dancers are some of the most incredible athletes you'll ever see. So, I have a question. What is the difference in the way the heart and genitals connect? Well, I'm going to tell you just a little bit here because I do want you to go see the whole show. But hey, Lex, how are you doing? Lex Romulus. So the difference in the way the heart and genitals connect. Well, it's that most people are familiar with the heart, the chakra system, right? The chakras that go up the central channel. These are energetic, little wheels or vortices of energy, and they do connect to you physically, but it's, I won't go into all that. But most people are familiar with the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, and the heart, and the throat, third eye, and then the crown, which is not a chakra, it's a lotus, an ever unfolding lotus. But the heart and the genitals have a connection that is just between them. It's like it bypasses the other chakras. And depending on which tantric system you're following, one tantric teaching is that we have 72,000 chakras. You have 36 on this side and 36 on this side. One for the masculine side and 36,000 for the feminine side. Hey, Kirsten. Nishani. That's a cool name. I'm sure I did not say that correctly. And then another chakra system says that we have 114 chakras. 2 are outside the body, so you have 114 inside the body, but 4 of those you can't control, so you're left with 108. And one of the things that you'll notice about these numbers, 72,000, 36,000, 108, each of these numbers reduces down to 9. And numerologically, 9 is the number for spiritual advancement. And so the chakra system itself is an energetic, is a means of connecting you to your spiritual path, your source energy, creator, whatever you call, flying spaghetti monster. I mean, whatever, and so the heart-genitals connection is a direct connection between the heart and the genitals. They bypass other chakras. And so it's really amazing, when you're really tuned into that connection. But it's also kind of sad the way our society doesn't want that connection, It wants us to hate each other. It wants us to, condemn sex. Sex is dirty, sinful, whatever, and then to not live from the heart. So we talk about that in the episode I just did. So I hope you will check that out. It'll be up on my YouTube. Make sure you're following my blog or my mailing list. And I have links for that. Actually, in my Linktree bio and on my profile here on IG. And there's this one hair that's just driving me insane. What do you like to do most to explore the foreskin? Well, personally, as a foreskin educator, I'm going to say what any person should do in terms of exploring the foreskin is that you should know the anatomy, and you should understand what the pieces and parts do. Because when we talk about anatomy and physiology, anatomy is the pieces and parts, and the physiology is the function. And no, I'm not going to have anybody on this. I'm going to actually probably go in a few minutes. But start with the anatomy. Learn the anatomy. I talk about the anatomy of the foreskin all the time on my blog. I have lots of foreskin and penis articles on my blog. And, what do I personally like to do with the foreskin? Everything. My divine masculine has beautiful foreskin. And I like getting my tongue all up on into that. Oh, yes, it's wonderful. And playing with the frenulum. Oh, it's so amazing. But then I like sucking testicles too, he smells so good. So let's see. Interesting. I play sports and choose numbers that equal 9. Well, there you go. Hello there. Miss Honey, you laughing at me? Hello, XCXVUI. Is that a number? Are those Roman numerals for a number? But, well, that'd be cool to see, Marquise-son. What does the number 9 mean to you? And why have you always chosen that? If you choose that as a number, it clearly resonates with you, right? And it's really interesting when you get into numerology and you look at the way the numbers are shaped, the design of the numbers themselves. And, that the number 1, is up and down, right? Or maybe there's a little bit of a little hat tag there. And, but the numbers I have in my opinion, they give a real big clue. 5 magics. Why'd you take me off Snap? Big sad. I took everybody off Snap. I can't stand Snapchat. I took everybody off. Every other day, I'm like that close to just deleting it. So I took everybody off. Okay, so here's one of the reasons why I don't like Snapchat. Is that there was a guy from Norway. Okay, that's fair. Well, see, thank you. I mean, it was not personal. It's just, I can't stand Snapchat. But there was a guy from Norway who, obviously he's intact because he's not American. And because I'm an intactivist and talk about foreskin, he wanted to try and show off to me. He wanted to impress me. And apparently they do things a little differently over there in Norway. But he would send me pictures of him shirtless. These are completely unsolicited. He would send pictures of himself shirtless, wearing jeans, on his tractor in a field in Norway. Apparently, his field. I mean, he was showing me, what he, I guess would come into the relationship with. And I'm like, no. But he kept sending me these pictures of him shirtless, sitting on his tractor, standing next to his tractor. And I was just at my wit's end, but I didn't want to be rude, see? And one morning, 3:30 in the morning, my phone rings. This guy from Norway, Mr. Tractor, is calling me through Snapchat, video calling me through Snapchat at 3:30 in the morning. So I had not only have never asked for a picture from this guy, and he keeps sending pictures, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Ladies, y'all know that trap we get ourselves into. And so he kept sending pictures, even though I never responded. In fact, I asked him not to, don't send me these pictures. He started calling me. I couldn't believe it. And so I never gave him permission to call me. And he's video calling at 3:30 in the morning, 3:30 for me. And he did it like a couple days later. And then like the next night, I was like, oh no, this fucker's out of here. I just could not believe that. And so that started my love-hate relationship, but mostly hate relationship with Snapchat. I'm not a fan of Snapchat to this day. And so what happened is that men were starting to send me unsolicited pictures again. And I cannot stand that. And to you men, you need to know that is a horrible violation. It is a horrible violation. Just because I am an advocate for penis health and foreskin does not mean you automatically get to send me pictures of your penis. Okay? Just don't do that. And what men don't understand about sending unsolicited dick pics, and I'm going to do an article about this, is that, most women have been sexually assaulted, sexually attacked in some way. And so when they open up their private messages, and this is another reason I don't do private messages. And I know a lot of y'all get mad at me because I won't respond. I'm not responding. And it clearly, don't message me, because I've been burned. I've been burned so many times, and, you get a private message and somebody, maybe you don't know them very well, and you open it up and it's a penis right in your face. That's very confronting, and it's very triggering for someone who's experienced sexual trauma. Now, I've healed my sexual trauma. I'm good, but a lot of women have not yet healed. But even as healed as I am, and I thought I had trained men. I thought I'd trained all y'all, not y'all specifically, but I thought it was really clear. Don't do that shit, And one day somebody sends me a private message, and I open it because I thought that, because he and I had talked back and forth in the comments, and that's why I will always say, leave a comment on my post. Don't message me. But we had talked back and forth, and he messaged me, so I thought it was a kind of a continuation of that. I made the mistake of opening it, and it was a penis. And Instagram no longer does that blur, thing. You used to do it where you can tell it's a penis coming at you. And it's just like, now when you open up a picture, or like you open up your message, it's just there. And so that's very triggering for people. So let me see. I've seen a number of questions. I saw something about circumcision scar. The circumcision scar is sensitive. Actually, for a lot of circumcised men, yes, the circumcision scar is actually the most sensitive part of their penis, because the lines of the nerves that go, through the penis, through the skin, on the underside especially, of the penis, those nerves try to regrow. And so you'll get like this nerve bundle right there at the circumcision scar. And this is why a lot of circumcised men don't get it. When you talk about, how circumcision is damaging sexually, and you're taking apart, you're taking off the two most sensitive parts of a man's body, the foreskin itself, and then the frenulum, which attaches the foreskin to the glands. And it's like, so don't circumcise, right? And for circumcised men, the circumcision scar is actually the most sensitive part of their penis. So when you say, well, don't be, if you weren't circumcised, you wouldn't have that scar. What you're basically telling them is, then I wouldn't have all of this sensation. Because a lot of circumcised men know on some level, even if they don't process it this way, their glands is not as sensitive, or it's just not sensitive to fine touch. It's dry. They have to keep it moisturized and that kind of thing, because the glands is an internal organ. It's supposed to be protected by foreskin. That's why it's designed that way in mammals. Okay. So for a lot of men, the circumcised men, the circumcision scar is the most sensitive part of their penis. So when you try and tell them that, if you weren't circumcised, you wouldn't have that scar, in their mind, what you're telling them is they would not have the pleasure that they do have. So it's difficult to try and get that across to men. So Norway is on a whole other level. Yeah. Arijit, hello. Kamrul, hello. I was busy talking. I'm sorry. Hey, Lux. Yeah. Do I do tantric massage, and how much do I charge? I can teach it, and I would love to teach it. I don't do body work personally. The only person I will put my hands on is my divine masculine. But I would love to teach it. Absolutely. My rates are on my website. If you want to book with me, if you want a consult, and I can teach you how to do it. I can teach you how to do it on yourself, or you can just buy my program. Awesome. Awakening Energy and Sound Orgasm Meditation. And that is linked on the front of my website, trishcausey.com. And that is completely self-paced. It's video modules, not explicit. And that will help immensely. But how much do I charge? I do have a special right now. If you want to get 3 90-minute sessions with me in December, that's on special for $2,000. Hate snap. Yes, Lux, I'm right there with you. Consent is key. Absolutely. 5 Magics. Love you, Trish. Oh, thank you. Thank you, 5 Magics. Thank you. I just hit a wrong button. Hold on. Have you ever sexuality assaulted? No, I have not. And I don't know why you would ask me that, but since you have, that is the honest freaking truth. I ask consent every step of the way. Absolutely every step of the way. And I know men don't like that. I know that they think that kind of ruins the mood. Oh, she's talking again. You're damn right I'm talking. Communication is key. How do I know what you like? See, guys, this is what you don't understand. If you're not letting your woman know, I'm assuming you're all straight, but I mean, I don't want to be heteronormative. If you're gay, just let me know. We can definitely, but I know a lot of these guys are straight. So, when you are, when you're with a woman, if you're not telling her what you like, she's going to have to guess. And if she guesses, then 1, she could do something that you don't like. 2, that is going to hurt you. And 3, she's not thinking of you. She's thinking of the other guys she's with and what worked on them. Yeah? So if you want your woman to know what you like, and if you want to have the absolute best sexual experience you can have, you better be comfortable with communication. Otherwise, she's actually just thinking of the other guys, what they liked, and just seeing if it'll work on you. And likewise, you better be asking her, hey, do you like this? Do you like it this way? Is this okay for you? And yes, no answers are the best. Yes, no questions to get, simple yes, no's. Especially once you're really into it and you're, really sexually aroused and going and, like full sentences with subject and predicates are just not possible. So, Kashtriya joined. Kirsten, that's a really helpful explanation. Okay. I don't know what part, but thank you. Thank you so much. How do you ask for consent without making it awkward? You make it fucking awkward. Duh. Consent is consent. Sorry, Marquis son. I'm Irish, right? You got that. You understand? All right? You ask for consent. Trust me, it's going to be so much better that it was awkward and you had full consent rather than this, well, I'm just going to assume, and then later, she's telling her friends or putting on social media that, you did something she didn't want. It's up to you, buddy. 30 seconds of awkwardness or, and I know that you don't want to make her uncomfortable. And I know that you wouldn't do something like that, right? But it just gets to the point nowadays, just blatantly ask. If it's not a heck yes, then it's a heck no, okay? That's a whole other show. I won't do that. This isn't even, I love this. I haven't had this much fun on Instagram Live in a long time. So, Marquis son, I hope you understand. Just ask. Ask for consent. Consent is sexy, okay? Consent is legal. Oh, God. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? When did you start to like the foreskin? When I started liking human rights. GW, I don't know about you, son. I don't know if you're actually interested in asking me questions and actually interested in answers, or if you're just like, let's see if we can antagonize her. We love consent. Yes. Consent's beautiful. Consent is absolutely sexy. And consent shows you actually care, And I'm not talking about all lovey-dovey and stuff. That you care about them as a human being. And you acknowledge that they have wants, needs, desires, rights. And literally, it only takes a couple seconds for you to say, hey, is this okay? Hey, would you like this? Ooh, or hey, have you ever had somebody do this? I think maybe that's it, is that in asking about consent, it's like you're now delving into their history. And when two people are coming together, especially for a one-night stand or even fuck buddies, when you're coming together, it's more about, well, let's just pretend this is it. Because when you ask about consent, or you ask, do you like this? Do you like that? That you're acknowledging that this person has had partners before you. And maybe on some level, that biological level, the idea that there are competitors out there, maybe that's why consent is so odd, and culturally, societally, religiously, men are not used to having consent. Men are accustomed to just doing what they want, taking what they want, and because they were the male in the situation. And a lot of that's changing. And so I understand that this is new for a lot of guys, right? So I hope that wasn't too long drawn out. Marquis son, okay, I hope you forgive me. I come by the Irish naturally. So, oh my God, this is fun. Okay. All right. Are there any more questions? Y'all should come see me on YouTube. Y'all should see me on YouTube. You know, when I do my lives on YouTube, it's all Q&A, and sometimes I have a topic, but then, you know, we can talk about anything. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/Trish Causey Official. So just find me, Trish Causey Official. You know, I'm on YouTube, subscribe, and then, you know, the next time I do a live, which may be Friday. If I'm in the mood tomorrow, I'll do it, but I'm in the middle of a big project, and I'm doing like 2 or 3 interviews a day, getting ready for this, release this project. And then I'm doing my talk show, like Sacred Sex with Trish, tonight. But I am coming back with the Trish Causey show this month. And part of that, the Trish Causey show, are my lives on my YouTube channel. And other things that I have in line for next year is getting my own Roku channel and my own Amazon Fire channel. And I'm going to do my all my videos I'll start to release as podcasts for those of you who like to listen while you're commuting or whatever. Marquis Son says, I don't recall asking. The road to there is kind of obvious. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy boy. Hey, David, how are you? And GW, why don't you read my questions? I read about 4 or 5 of your questions. I'm sorry you weren't paying attention. Okay. Marquis Son, all good. I'm Mexican and take the piss out of each other all the time. Plenty of Irish friends, totally dig y'all. My ex is Irish Welsh. Oh, you were cruising for a bruising, weren't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've got Welsh. Yeah. I'm Irish, Scottish, Welsh, some English. Little German, little French. Yeah, kind of like a mostly Irish and then some mutt on the, on the other side. So, I think I said hey to everybody as you came on. If I missed you, I'm very sorry. I did not intend to miss you. I'm trying to keep, eye contact up here and the comments are down here. And so, just making sure. It was intense. Learned a lot. Bet you did. Bet you did. But I'm sure the sex was great though. Right? We tend to be pretty fabulous. If I do say so myself, and I do. So, I hope the music is going well, Marquis Son. I really do. So, very good. Awesome, he says. Speaking of awesome, another segue into my program, Awesome, Awakening Energy and Sound Orgasm Meditation, AWESOM. And it's linked on the front of my website, trishcausey.com. The stereotypes are all true. They are all true. Absolutely. The damn good loving. Don't piss us off. Damn good loving. Piss us off? Damn good loving. But anyway. Hey, GW. Once again, I've actually answered several of your questions. And if you don't want me to ignore you, really, I'll fucking block your ass. Okay? Love, peace, and love. And just go. All right? Okay. All right. So if there's not anybody else who wants to ask me something, you can follow me on my YouTube and subscribe. That would be amazing. I have a mailing list. I have my blog. I am coming back with new articles on my blog soon. I've had to kind of pick what I worked on so that I could really focus and concentrate. And so, like my show, Sacred Sex with Trish, I went into hiatus with that and was working on something else. And then I was asked to bring a show about sexuality to Oneness Talk Radio. And so I've been focusing on this. I'm working on another project that launches on December 21st. But, again, I do consults. You can just contact me through my website, trishcausey.com. So Ricky Amino, now that's a cool name. I can't quite see that mascot. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Thank y'all so much for being here. And I hope to gosh, Instagram will save this video because y'all asked some great questions. And there we go. Foreskin. What's your favorite type of foreskin? My favorite type of foreskin is the foreskin that's on my divine masculine. That's the only foreskin that I want to experience personally. Other than that, I love all foreskin. I love the penis. I love the testicles. I actually love the men that they're attached to. Y'all are beautiful and wonderful. And, it really is about loving your own body. Whatever kind of foreskin you have, or, whatever you have going on down there, to love yourself unconditionally, regardless. So, okay, I'm going to try and end this, and I'm going to try and save it. I'm going to try and post it to my, down to my profile. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. This has been a lot of fun. And you could always ask me questions. Watch my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Trish Causey official. And you can ask me questions during my lives, because my lives are all about sex, right? All about sex and foreskin and vagina and clit and the G-spot. What is the best part of the vagina? The whole damn thing, obviously. Lux says, did you know there is a society who see penis as sacred? Yeah, right here. Tantra, hello. Yeah. But if there's a society other than that, yeah. Marquisa, ciao, Bella. Ciao, babe. Thank you so much. All right. My website, trishcausey.com. My blog is there. You can follow me on social media and then join in with me and ask me questions live and participate in the chats on my YouTube channel, Trish Causey official. All right. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.